Welcome to the Gil Reads Comics Holiday Spectacular. Ho, ho, ho. Before we go on, I'm just going to stop eating this beard. I don't want to interfere with the audio here. I'm Gil. I'll be your host for the evening, and I've got some friends here with me. Got my brother Adam.
Yo.
Got one of my, I would say, top 5 best friends, Vince.
Hey.
You'll recognize him from the Spooktacular. And in the control room, manning the tech, the board, you've got my brother, my older brother, Alun.
Hey there.
And one of my top 10 best friends, Matt's back there. I don't know if you can hear him now, but all will be featured in some of these segments. But for now, we got Vince and Adam here helping me out. So you're probably wondering why I called you here so urgently. Earlier today, I got a phone call from a number I didn't recognize. When I picked up, there was a mysterious voice, a low voice on the other line, and he said that I've been a good boy. But he said if I wanted to keep being a good boy, I better do exactly what he says. So Adam and I, we grew up in a Jewish household. We didn't really celebrate Christmas. So Vince, we're going to be relying on you for a lot of your expertise and your knowledge. Can you tell us what powers Santa's sleigh?
What powers Santa's sleigh?
So it can fly to all the children of the world.
I believe it's the reindeer.
That's what I thought. Turns out it's Christmas cheer. Santa feeds the cheer to the reindeer every year. It gives them power. There's not enough of it. But he saw our Spooktacular and he thought we did such a good job. He needs us to use the power of comics to create enough Christmas cheer so they don't have to cancel Christmas this year.
Whoa.
So we've been deputized. I'm going to be Santa for the next couple hours, and you'll be my elves. Up to the challenge?
Yeah.
Count me in.
Well, let's start with some classic Christmas comics. Just like with the Spooktacular, we're going back to a simpler time, the 1950s. So you're both probably familiar with this department store now defunct, W.T. Grant. Or you might know it under its more common name, Grant's.
No.
No.
Well, this was a big department store that went out of business, went bankrupt, you could say, because they had too much Christmas cheer. They were giving out store credit without doing credit checks. Put them right out of business. But between 1945 and 1953, every year they would put out a Christmas-themed comic starring a character named Joe Joy, an anthropomorphic jack-in-the-box. Magical spring gave him mobility and intelligence.
So he would just bounce around?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of creepy, actually.
What powered him?
Did he have his own box?
Yeah, he was a jack-in-the-box, so it's a spring with a head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you move around?
Bouncing.
With the box?
Right. The box
He would
came
launch.
with him.
I'm guessing he launches his head, and then the box follows because it's like a spring. And he
so like
lands.
it sort of slides around. Like a
bounces.
Bit,
like a slinky sort
God,
of.
we have a job to do here. This reindeer is starving.
They're all emaciated.
There, you guys working on that holiday cheer? What kind of box do you think he was in? All right, let's get focused. Let's read. This is actually a little bit bittersweet because this is the... Oh, we got to turn this audio off here. This is the 9th and final adventure for Joe Joy. And we're going to read that today. And we're each going to play a part. I'll be the narrator. And which one of you wants to be Joe Joy, the titular character?
What are the other characters?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I think right off the bat, Vince, you got to be Santa.
Okay.
Santa shows up. Spoiler, Santa shows up, but we knew that. He shows up in every one of these Joe Joy issues. You've got Clown, Space Elf. I think let's make you Joe Joy.
All right.
And the Space Elf. And then we'll
Joe Joy and the Space Elf sounds like a band.
And we'll just kind of, as characters pop up, we'll just assign them on the fly. We'll improv. Ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
The Adventures of Joe Joy. Joe Joy in A Present for Santa Claus. It was just before Christmas, and the playroom was crowded with toys. Joe Joy, that wonderful Jack-in-the-Box, and his friend Jerry were watching a television program where the space elf went off in his flying saucer on a great adventure. It was getting late, though, and as the program neared its end, Jerry fell fast asleep. It was then that all the toys got very busy. So Jerry's a kid. He went to bed, and then immediately all his toys started moving around and talking. And I want to point out, Toy Story
I was just going to say that.
came out in 1995. When do you think this came out?
50s.
50 years ago.
1953. So I think this Joe Joy character should have a word with
Wow.
Pixar. Or the clown has appeared. He's dancing around. Adam.
Sorry, I can't see.
I'll do,
Can't
I'll do the clown.
well, he's
raise
going to
my
have
chair.
to be able to read,
Oh,
though.
that's true.
To zoom in a little bit there.
I'll move it to the right. That's what it was.
Okay, I can see now. I have to look over your head.
Now you got to move the screen to the right.
What?
All right, I got to think of my voice here.
Yeah.
And you'll be the dummy. The ventriloquist dummy
That's
over
the
here.
Okay.
Did you hear, Annie? Joe Joy has a great idea for Christmas this year.
And the dummy responds.
Come on, everybody. Sit down and listen to what Joy Joy has to say.
This is Joe Joy talking now.
I think the children should do something for Santa Claus.
Wait, hold on. That sounds just like the clown. It's going to confuse the reindeer.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. This is the main character, so you really got to get this voice just right.
I thought I was doing that.
You nailed it for the clown.
Yeah,
That will be haunting my memories for a long time to
Okay,
come.
all right. So this is Joe Joy here. This
He's
is the Jack in the Box.
yeah.
Okay. All right. This is going to take something special because I put a lot into the clown.
Right.
All right.
I think
No, that's too similar.
I think the children should do something for Santa Claus this.
I don't know. It's
I
too
think-
similar. Too similar to the clown.
You know what? Let's say this. You don't have to do a voice for everybody. Who's to say Joe Joy doesn't sound like Adam? Read it in your normal voice.
All right.
Just put the proper tone and inflection on it.
I think the children should do something for Santa Claus this year. Something to show their appreciation. Let's tell all the children everywhere about our idea.
Now, as a little girl talking, I'll take that one. After all, Santa has been bringing them presents for years and years, and no one has done anything for him. By the way, milk and cookies, every house. How is that nothing? I mean, that's the deal, right? We give you milk and cookies, you give us presents. But that's the doll's point of view, and we'll go with it. Dummy.
Presents for Santa? That's an idea.
All right, the clown's back, Adam. Your time to shine.
Hooray! That's great. Santa would like a present. But how are we going to let the children all over the world know about it? Why, Christmas is almost here already.
And now Jack and the Joe Joy is back. He's looking at the TV right now with the space elf.
That's no problem. We'll just ask the TV space elf to take us around the world in his flying saucer. Then we can spread the news.
Now, in terms of suspending disbelief, they're asking us to take a lot in at once. Number one, space elf. We just accept space elf as a thing. No explanation needed. Number two, toys can move around. They can talk. Number three, they can interact with characters on the TV. Joe Joy's talking to space elf through a television set. Keep going, Joe Joy. I'll take the voice of space elf.
Say, space elf, how would you like to take us around the world in your flying saucer?
Sure, I'd like to help collect presents for Santa. Just hop aboard my flying saucer. Flies out of the TV, and all the toys get on the flying saucer. And
It's
Joe
like a
Joy.
Capri Sun commercial.
Next, they'll be flying down like waves of raspberry juice.
Yeah. This is Joe Joy here.
Yeah, getting on this flying saucer.
In every country, boys and girls will give us gifts for Santa.
Hold on, everyone, while we take off.
I suspect Joe Joy just wants gifts for himself.
Oh, you think that he's being facetious?
Yeah, he's using his charisma, round up all the toys to do his bidding,
Yeah.
collect him a bunch of gifts.
If you look closely, you can see bags under his eyes.
Yeah.
He's been up all night thinking up this plot. What I'll do is I'm gonna tell him that we're getting gifts for Santa, and then I'm gonna take all the gifts.
Yeah.
Or he's just tired of bouncing around.
Clown, very excited.
We're flying. We're flying.
Tell boys and girls everywhere about a present for Santa Claus. So now what's going to happen is they're flying around to different parts of the world, and they've got to get all these kids to give presents for Santa Claus. Now the narrator comes back. And so Joe Joy, Gus, Annie, and Peter set off with the space elf on his flying saucer. Now I believe this is Joe Joy talking here.
Look out. We're landing right in a clump of cactus. Its leaves are full of thorns.
So based off of the scenery here, desert kind of view, cactuses, where do you think we are?
Southwestern United States.
Yeah, Vince, concur?
Yeah.
You know, it could be Roswell, New Mexico. 'Cause they're in a flying saucer.
This
Oh, there you go.
wasn't Roswell in the 50s, 1953?
I think it was around that time.
Oh, we're entering, what is this, the Spooktacular?
We never left.
So they've just landed in a bunch of cactus. And Vince, the dummy's, he's not too happy about this.
Ouch! Ouch! This stuff is prickly.
It's hard to get out of here without getting stuck by a million pins.
We get it. That's the previous panel. Has to talk about the leaves have prickles on them. Now this panel, everyone's getting prickled.
Well, they want you to understand. They want you to feel a little bit of the pain of what. And now we've established more facts, by the way. These toys, they have nerves.
Oh yeah.
They can feel. That's why it was important to really emphasize that. Now, before we go to the next panel, this comic was written a long time ago, 1953. You know, people weren't necessarily as aware of stereotypes, etc. So there's a character named Pancho. They're in Mexico right now. My suggestion is we read this dialogue from Pancho without any attempt at accent. I'm just going to read it straight in my normal voice. Welcome to Mexico. Saludos, amigos. I'm Pancho.
That's well done.
Thank you. All right, Joe Joy.
Hi there. We've just come from America. We're just about to celebrate Christmas in America. That's when Santa brings toys for all the boys and girls.
Now Pancho responds, who is this Santa Claus? I never heard of him. We celebrate Christmas in Mexico. Oh no, this is not the narrator. This is still Pancho speaking here. We celebrate Christmas in Mexico too, but no Santa Claus. A great big jug hangs from the ceiling. We call it a piñata, and it's filled with candy and toys. Then the children are blindfolded while they take turns trying to break the piñata with a great big stick. Finally, one of us breaks the piñata, and all kinds of wonderful things fall out of it. Presents for everyone. Oh, what fun it is. That's how we celebrate Christmas in Mexico. We all get presents, but no Santa Claus. Hey, Vince, so you're the only one at this table that's really experienced Christmas. Would you rather run downstairs and find a bunch of Christmas gifts under your tree, or work for it a little bit? You know, hit a bin with a piñata with a big stick.
I'm gonna say I'd rather just find the gifts. But I mean, you know, once in a while you want to take out some aggression, so
Take out aggression and then
I see how that could translate well, you know.
Yeah, Adam, what about you? Christmas in Mexico versus America. Who's doing it right?
Oh, piñata.
Yeah.
That is the gift.
Right.
Getting to break something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We need to get this guy
It's very violent.
some Christmas cheer stat.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you see, Pancho? How do you think those presents got inside the piñata? It's a little girl talking.
It was Santa Claus who put those presents there. That's his job.
So now the little girl and Joe Joy, they're kind of ganging up on Pancho. And then Pancho responds, well, if he fills the piñata every year, I like Santa Claus. He was pressured into accepting our Santa. They kind of ganged up on him, and now he's on board with the Santa Claus idea. There's Joe Joy keeps going.
Now we can tell you our plan. We want to bring Santa presents from boys and girls all over the world.
Pancho runs off. Olé! I like that. Wait here while I get a present for Santa. Brought the present. Everyone gets back onto the flying saucer. Joe Joy goes on.
All aboard the flying saucer. We must be on our way to the next country to tell them about our present for Santa.
And now Pancho, right before taking off, Pancho comes back with a gift wrapped up. Here's our present for Santa. Don't open it, though. It's a surprise from all the children in Mexico. Adios, my friends. Feliz Pascuas. That means Merry Christmas in Spanish.
Huh.
Pascuas literally translates to Easter.
What about Feliz Navidad?
That's another way of saying Merry Christmas. I did some research on this. So Pascuas translates directly to Easter, but if you put Feliz before it, it becomes Merry Christmas.
Huh.
What do they say on Easter then? They don't say anything. It's a morbid, sad holiday. You don't wish Merry Easter to people.
It's like Mexican Yom Kippur.
Yeah. That'll be the next episode. This is the dummy talk. They're all in the flying saucer. They've got the gift. Now the dummy's talking.
I wonder what Pancho sent to Santa.
We're heading for land again. Everyone hold on.
What a beautiful olive grove. Where do you think we are?
Olive? Olives? Where do they come from?
Oh, I was going to do this voice, but they're in Italy right now.
Yeah.
So Tony, I think Vince, you got to do a little bit, reach into your history and pull in some of the Italian accent.
This is Vincenzo.
Buongiorno, I'm Tony. Welcome to Italy.
We're from America. The boys and girls there are about to celebrate Christmas. That's when Santa brings them presents, you know.
We get presents every year, but not from Santa Claus.
Before we reveal this, Vince, do you know what they do in Italy for Christmas instead of having Santa Claus?
I did know at one point when I was younger, and I don't remember it right now off the top of my head. It is slightly different.
Yeah.
Like a couple things.
Well, why don't you
if you could refresh my memory.
Well, you're Tony. You're going to tell us right now what they do in Italy to celebrate Christmas.
So this is what we do.
And let's see if it stirs your memory.
All right. Once every year we have a great festival in Rome. Everyone comes to the Plaza Navana to see the decorations. Blow on whistles and laugh and dance and cake.
Dance
and cake. Laugh and dance.
Someone wants cake.
If Vince is hungry, he just added and cake out of nowhere. The next line says chicken bone, French fries, salami. All right, Vince, keep going.
Then in the middle of the night, when we are asleep, an old woman called La Befana comes into our room. Is it still me?
It's still you, yeah.
She leaves presents for all the children who have been good and a piece of charcoal for those who have been bad. But no one is ever bad when La Befana comes in.
When La Befana comes.
When La Befana comes.
All right.
Yeah, like that.
Santa Claus versus La Befana. Who's doing it right?
The old lady with the broom.
Yeah. All right. Tony, keep going.
We have great fun every year, but we haven't got the Santa Claus in Italy.
Right, there's a little girl. She's back to her old shtick, trying to foist Santa Claus on everybody. Can't you see? La Befana is just the same as our Santa. She brings you presents every year, like Santa Claus. That's why we want you to join us in giving Santa a gift this year. On a few minutes, Tony returned with a gift for Santa. Go ahead, Tony.
Here, all the children in Italy want to send a Santa a present. we wish him Buon Natale from all of us. Arrivederci.
I wonder what's in the packages. Guess we won't know until Santa opens them.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. This is the dummy here talking.
Oh. Oh, a nice fishing town thing.
This isn't the. I don't know what that voice is. A nice fishing town. Think. Is there any cake around here?
Think they'll give us a present for Santa here?
All right. So we've got the kind of format down here, right? We're going to different countries. We learn about how they celebrate Christmas. You get a gift. Let's see where they go next. We're in Denmark now. What does a person in Denmark sound like, Adam?
Probably similar to like what we would think of a Swedish person.
Good dog. I'm Karen, and I've come to welcome you to Denmark.
That sounded kind of Irish,
Really?
Scottish.
Well, let's kind of fast forward a little bit because I think we get the sort of rhythm here, right?
Yeah.
So let's find out what they do in Denmark to celebrate Christmas. They have Jule Nissen, little elf, lives in the attic and watches you all year. And then once every year he comes down from the attic with gifts for everyone. And then you all dance around the Christmas tree and open presents.
This looks a little more what we consider Christmas.
Right. Except the elf lives in your attic all year round. And somehow these presents materialize, I guess.
Kind of creepy.
It's a little creepy. And if I was a kid, I wouldn't wait till Christmas. July, go up in the attic. Like, get out of here, you elf. Show yourself.
Yeah, why wouldn't you like go torment him and like get your gifts faster?
That would be like, the triad. What's it called? The McDonald's triad.
Oh, right, the serial killer triad.
Yeah, number one is you wet the bed. Number two, you torture small animals. What's the third one? You don't have a middle name. Well, it's a set of 3 criteria that if you meet them, you're probably a serial killer. I think we put a 4th one on there.
Left-handed?
Right. I think left-handed. That's the one. Did you look it up?
No.
Jamie, look that up. The 4th one I think we should add to the triad. You tortured the elf.
Yeah. Or if you didn't ever think to go look for him. Because that's also weird. If you actually believe there's a magical elf in your attic that gives you presents, wouldn't you look for it?
I would look for it.
Yeah, I would look for it, yeah.
If you were indifferent to that fact, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Or what if you look for them and they don't give you gifts because you tried to look for them?
Oh, yeah.
That could be a rule.
Oh, I see, yeah.
I think Elf on the Shelf is more effective because if there's one elf in your attic, you could probably get away with a lot of stuff, right? Whatever mischief you're up to. Elf on the Shelf, though, they sit all around your house. You see whatever you're up to.
Is that what Elf on the Shelf is for?
Yeah.
Yeah, they peep.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like one of those nanny cams.
Right.
Huh.
But more
I just thought it was
judgmental.
like a funny thing.
Well, it is funny, but also it sends a message. You better be a good boy.
You like that?
Reminds me of that phone call you got this morning. Or that you was-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just tell the kid this was a normal kid like you, but he was a bad boy, and now he was turned into an elf who has to just sit on the shelf for the rest of his days watching.
Right. Well, they got a gift from Denmark, and they all head back. And so our friends, after traveling around the world, arrive at the North Pole with their gifts for Santa Claus. Joe Joy.
Well, we're here at last, and there's Santa and all his helpers filling the sleigh with Christmas toys.
All right, we see Santa walking around with all of his elf servants. All right, Santa's talking to Joe Joy now. Go ahead, Santa.
I'm delighted to see you, Joe Joy.
Hold on, try saying just to get into the Santa voice.
Yeah, let me try to get
Give us a good ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm delighted to see you, Joe Joy. I've been expecting you.
Hello, Santa. I wouldn't miss my yearly visit for anything.
Can you, since the clown doesn't have a lot more lines, can we just say Joe Joy? Give him the clown voice.
Yeah, well, because that's why I did the clown voice. I thought I was Joe Joy when I did that.
Yeah.
I put everything I had into that one.
Right, so put it into Joe Joy now.
All right.
Hello, Santa. I wouldn't miss my yearly visit for anything. I brought some friends along this time and a lot of packages for you, Santa. Look, boys and girls all over the world have changed things around a bit. They are presenting you with gifts this year.
Santa.
What a nice surprise. I'm so accustomed to bringing presents that I never expected to get any myself.
Now the space elf. Hurry! Open the packages, Santa. We want to see what's inside.
I wonder what they could have sent me. There's a package here from every country in the world.
How many countries are there in the world?
There's like over 150, I think.
Yeah, we skipped a lot of pages.
It's like a textbook.
Yeah.
They're flags! From so many different countries. How nice!
How nice!
How nice!
Oh.
All right, Santa, keep going. You're so happy with these gifts.
Well. Each child sent me the flag of his country. Why, it's the most wonderful present in the world, because it's like, just like remembrance from the whole world. Now I know that children everywhere love me no matter what they call me, nor what they think I look like.
So they're saying the other
They're
countries
wrong.
were just wrong.
All right, I don't care if they're a bunch of dummies who don't know what's going on. They still love me.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing of all. All right, why don't you, here, I'll do the voice of the clown, because now you've transferred your clown voice to Joe Joy.
Oh, right.
You know, some call you Père Noël, and some call you Saint Nick. Some call you Yuleman, and some call you Father Christmas.
Some think you look like an elf.
And some even think you're an old woman.
They're like ranking these. They're saying like, okay, Saint Nick, that makes sense. Some call you Father Christmas. I can get behind that. Way at the bottom is they think you're an old woman. Go ahead, Santa.
But the name doesn't matter, and the looks don't matter, because they all think of me and love me. My helpers are pleased with these gifts too, because like the flags, they come from all over the world.
All right, go ahead, Joe Joy. Wrap it up for us.
It's getting pretty late. Let's say goodbye to Santa Claus, or we won't be home in time for Christmas.
All right, they're all saying bye. They're flying away on their flying saucer. And then let's all say this together, all right? But what's this word right here, Adam?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, okay, let's say it all together. Ready? Goodbye, Santa Claus. Auf Wiedersehen. From children all over the world, too.
You like turned into Ray Romano.
Yeah. I don't even know what word I said. I think I was saying arrivederci accidentally.
Fits in.
After exciting adventures all over the world, Joe Joy and his friends return home to Jerry. Here we are, back home again. That's the space elf. And then Jerry. Owen, why don't you just chime in here? Give us, you're Jerry, you're the little boy. You just woke up to see all your toys there. Hello, everybody. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. Where have you been?
And all together again, one more time.
We've been to the far corners of the world and back again.
And that's... Oh, wait, there's a little bit more here. All right, it's quick. Joe Joy, what's he saying here?
Thank you, Space Elf. Thank you for taking us around the world.
That's all right. I enjoyed the trip, too. So long. It's back to the TV for me. Together. Come on, Jerry. Come to the window. And they're all yelling out the window. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to our friends all over the world.
That's just gibberish.
Yeah. Vince, do you know what that says?
Should I try it?
Oh, I don't know. This gets a little bit, it's got, it's a little religious here for this last panel here. Why don't we wrap it up with Merry Christmas? I thought that was a beautiful way to wrap this one up.
I actually don't think that's religious. I think
Really?
that might be a way to say good in another language, and then J-U-L, maybe Yule or something.
Alana, as a designer, or you have some design experience. Wait, Vince, you're a designer, right?
Yeah.
Putting an exclamation point on its own line here.
They keep doing that.
Is that acceptable behavior?
No. But I understand what they're trying to do, but it's not It's not very effective.
Yeah, they could have fit it right there, right?
Yeah.
And that's how Joe Joy helped children all over the world give a present to Santa Claus. Adam, why don't you read this tag here?
Everybody says it doesn't take much money to buy good things at Grant's.
That's the big takeaway here. If you want to buy good things, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you want to use store credit, go to Grant's.
No wonder they went bankrupt.
What's your takeaway from this comic here? Would you read an issue 2 if they made another one?
I think it's a metaphor for American imperialism.
Oh, hold on. What's this? This is a phone call here from Santa. He's calling me back.
Yeah.
Hello? What's going on, Santa? Oh, you've been listening to us. You had one of your elves. Elf on the Shelf's been watching us. Are we doing okay? Oh, too much Christmas cheer.
Oh.
You need us to do something to take it down a little bit. All right. Hey, I'll see what I can do. It's the wrong number. That was Santa. He says we're doing a great job, but the elves are getting full. They're going to get a stomach ache. It's too much Christmas cheer. We need to do something to remove some of that Christmas cheer, and I know just the way to do it. We have a friend, a brother, that really knows how to take things down. He knows darkness. He was on the Punisher episode. All right, so we're going to bring him in, and we have a treat here. We're gonna do some interesting Christmas comics with a sort of horror twist. Take the cheer down a little bit.
Let's turn this Christmas cheer into Christmas fear.
Oh, I like that. Say it one more time in like a spookier voice.
Let's turn this Christmas cheer into Christmas fear.
All right, let's take a break.
We gotta redo the. That threw me off big time. That I couldn't see the screen.
Oh
It
yeah.
was messing with me a lot.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys. All for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up
All right.
on the housetop.
Enough Christmas cheer. Now it's time for Christmas scary. What was it?
Scary times.
Scary time. We're going to do this with the help of Swampline Comics. Publisher, if you like spoof comics like Fly Day the 13th or Star Claus or just horror comics in general, they put out all that stuff. Today, we're going to be reading from their 2017 Tomb of Horror Festive Frightmare Edition. Some horror Christmas comics. And I will warn listeners and those in the room that this one gets a little bloody, might be some offensive language, and as you perform your roles, I'll leave it to you whether you want to censor yourself or just go for it. We'll mark explicit when we release this one just in case. All right, let's turn on, let's put the comic up on the screen so you can see it. And what we're going to have here is, remember Tales from the Crypt? They had that kind of caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
We've got someone who looks kind of like him. Skeleton, with the Santa hat on, standing outside his tomb. Which of you feels up to the challenge of doing a caretaker voice? Welcome us to this.
Depends on what the other potential character would be.
There's a guy, a lady.
Well, do you have an idea of who you feel would be better for each role?
Well, if you pick the caretaker, you're not only the caretaker. We're going to do multiple roles here. You know what? Maybe I'll do the caretaker. And then when we get in, you feel like you really
I
want
want
to.
to do it. Yeah,
okay.
I have an idea.
All right. I can always tell. You get this look on your face. You start salivating at the mouth.
Where else?
I don't know. All right. Caretaker's looking right at us, and he says,
He's coming out of a tomb. Welcome. Oh, hold on. That was too Yoda.
the clown's back.
Welcome to my cemetery.
Welcome to my cemetery, friends. I am the caretaker. Well, jingle my bells. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Humbug. All that happiness makes me sick. More like the perfect time to spread a little of my unique brand of holiday spirit. So, if you think you have time, hold on. So, if you think you have the stomach for it, wipe your feet, open your mind, and enter my festive tomb of horror.
Give us an evil laugh.
He's a skeleton, so you know.
Oh, you have to have the sound of his jaw.
Yeah.
Clacking.
See, this is perfect. Clacking, exactly. So this is perfect, right? He's saying he doesn't want any Christmas cheer. And that's what we need right now. Too much cheer. He's going to help get rid of some of it. So this is an anthology comic I picked out. We're going to look at Snow Venge. We talked about Punisher earlier. We all love vengeance here. Vengeance and Christmas. That's what we're dealing with here. So the cover looks kind of like a snowman, covered in sort of a muscle structure, blood.
Sinew.
Tells us right up front, this is not for the faint of heart. All right, we open up Lakewood Pines, Christmas Eve. There's a bank, and inside the bank, a gunshot. Bang! All right, who wants to be this gal who's got a mask on, helping to rob the bank robbery? Adam.
Yeah, she's got the mask on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see Christmas, I suggest everyone keep their cool here.
The other guy, one.
Get those notes in the bag.
Hold on.
You said guy.
Your heart's racing here, right? You're robbing a bank. You've never done this before. You might kill someone. All right? So you're angry. You're freaked out.
Okay. Get those notes in the bag. I haven't got all damn day.
I told you. Damn. Cursing already.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You want me to say darn?
No. Damn.
Okay.
I want this to be dark. I want to really scrape at the soul of Santa Claus.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Don't do anything stupid.
Don't do anything stupid.
Like,
Batman.
You want me to go like Batman?
Yeah, you know what? I'd like that, yeah.
Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, just be careful. Don't pop the mic too much.
Sorry.
Talk above it.
All right. So they run out of the bank. They got their money. And then what happens? Running to the getaway car. They get in. They drive away. They drive by a Christmas tree. Which, by the way, the Christmas tree, it's all red lights on there. They get into the woods. And by the way, that Adam, when I told you were a gal, I got it totally backwards. You're the guy. Alon's the girl. I was thrown off. The guy's a ponytail. All right, Adam. So you're the man in the car. You tell her.
We should make it back to Blackwood in about an hour.
Alon.
No. It's the ponytail guy.
It's very confusing. All right, Adam,
Karen,
keep going.
How much do you think we scored?
Well, do you want me to just be the guy
Just
now?
keep going with the Batman voice. It's all right.
Okay. Even when she's not in the bank?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it'll be easier to tell who's who.
Enough to give my kid a good Christmas step on. I got that. Enough to give my kid a good Christmas. Step on it, Jimmy. I want to make the department store.
Probably going to Grant's.
Yeah.
Tyler has his eye on this wicked train set.
This is a mother.
Your kid needs a train set. So you rob a bank. It's got to be one expensive train set. Adam, you know, we always like, every time we do an episode of Gil Reads Comics, we always like to bring morality into it. We want to elevate the conversation. Karen and Jimmy, is this what they're doing here? Moral or not moral? Is this okay? It's for her kid.
Stealing.
Yeah.
Brandishing a gun. It's the naughty list.
All right. Looks like your kid Timmy's getting coal this year. This is
No, she's getting coal. The kid's getting a train set.
Well, what's she going to give the kid, you know?
Train set.
Oh, because she has the money.
Yeah.
And then she has
robbed
coal.
her bank. Yeah.
All right, that's probably a worthy trade-off. And sell that. I was going to say she could sell the train set, but she bought the train set.
Yeah.
So, hey, Alon, why don't we keep going here? All right. They're back at Blackwood.
Home sweet home.
Yeah.
All
All right. Now there's kids here. Since you guys are doing all the adult voices, I'll take the children.
Go for
Don't cut that line out of context. They're building a snowman. This is a little boy here. It needs some eyes and a nose. And then this girl who Can you describe what this girl looks like here?
Yeah, she looks, she's got this huge, creepy grin on her face. Wide-eyed. Looks like something's not right with her.
I have the eyes.
They look like meatballs.
They look like meatballs, yeah. All right, we're back in the car. Karen.
Tyler is going to be so stoked with his train set. Between us, we should clear at least 10K each.
Going to be a good Christmas.
She has a deeper voice than he does.
Oh, well, now we know why. Do you want a cigarette?
Sure.
Sure.
I told you, this is a dark comic. By MPAA standards, we're at an R rating. We got the D word and cigarettes.
Does cigarettes
And the C word.
What does cigarettes automatically go to like PG-13 or something?
Nowadays, yeah. You'll see on the ratings it'll say cigarettes or tobacco use.
Interesting.
Let's go to the next page. Oh, spoiler. Okay, here we go. They put a carrot on the snowman.
Back to the kids.
Back to the kids. They're very happy with their snowman. He looks so cool. All right, who's this? This is another adult here. Adam.
Kids, come on.
But the snowman.
He'll be there in the morning. It's tea time. Come on. These kids are stopping for tea time? Oh, these are some bad kids.
Oh,
Yo, why don't you take this
All
one?
right, so the kid's running. And he yells, "Last one home is a pickle." He said another word.
For cat.
I don't feel comfortable saying it.
Wussy.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of
good
an
one.
alternative word I could have used. Yeah. Last one home is a wussy.
But you'll show it on the screen.
I'll show it on the screen. Yeah, I'll blur it out, though.
Okay.
They're back in the car with Karen and Jimmy.
It's going to be a good Christmas for once, Jimmy.
Jimmy is now brandishing a gun.
Yeah, I think I just put a silencer on it.
Put a
And I have
silent-
this creepy creepy smile on my face.
I'm getting nervous about my character.
Yeah.
Let's even, Adam, read this line here. She just said it's going to be a good Christmas for once.
Yeah.
And then you say,
Yeah, it is indeed.
What are you doing?
I'm lifting
he's
the gun.
pointing the gun at her belly, it looks like. Then he fires. And interestingly enough, I think this might be a reference here. When he fires the gun, it says, "Thwip." What is that sound usually accompanied with?
Like a whip?
No. That's the sound it makes.
Spider-Man's web?
Spider-Man's web. It always says, "Thwip."
Ah. See, I've learned something.
Yeah.
I would not have known that until we started this wonderful podcast.
And you don't even read comics.
The way you just said that made it sound like you hate this podcast.
No, I was trying to make it sound sentimental, but it came out creepy.
You got a 1,000-yard stare and you said, ever since we started this wonderful podcast. Alon just got shot in the chest.
What have you done?
Oh, man. And this is right after she said she's never had a good Christmas. This was her best Christmas, and she got shot in the chest.
Prediction.
Yeah,
Can I make a prediction?
sure.
The snowman at the beginning of this story, the really like messed up, horrific looking one, had kind of this hole in the chest area. I think she somehow gets merged with that snowman the kids are building.
That would be a really interesting direction for this comic to take if that wasn't the end. That's it. So, there's more pages. I don't like when I switch pages, it jumps to the bottom. It spoils what happens.
Well,
That is weird.
you know there's an
Next time, you close your eyes. All right, so Karen's bleeding in the car. Jimmy's looking at his gun. She gets out of the car, bleeding into the snow, struggling to walk into her house. She falls down right by the snowman the kids built. And she sits there bleeding in front of the snowman when suddenly a shooting star comes by. After that shooting star goes by, her blood starts to rise up as if attracted to the snowman.
It's cool the way that's drawn, because if you look at it for a second, you would think it's coming down, but then you look at it again and you realize it's all flowing upward.
It looks like it's raining blood, but truly it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Now, both of you close your eyes while I change pages. Open your eyes.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's satanic.
Yeah. The snowman is covered in blood, It's got the mask that she was wearing from the bank robbery pulled over its head, and it has a hole in its chest where she got shot, and a star over the hole.
Pentagram.
A pentagram. It's a demonic snowman. And it's got teeth and evil eyes, which makes sense because that evil little girl put them on. All right, close your eyes. Next page. All right, open your eyes. All right, Karen is now an evil snowman.
What's happened to me? No. You will pay for this, Jimmy Stevens.
The snowman says as it holds its own corpse. Look, it's holding Karen's dead body as it says that. And he starts waddling home. All right, close your eyes. Next page. Open your eyes. And there's music in the background. So I'm going to read the music. I'm going to start singing the music. Silent night. While one of you describes the scene.
Jimmy, the other bank robber, is sitting back on his couch. It's nice and cozy. There's a fire going. He's counting his fat stacks and kissing the money while having a nice drink.
Cat's relaxing on the couch.
Yeah, but we see the snowman, satanic Karen monster hovering over the window. And now it's walking around the back to the back door. It enters into the kitchen. One of the knives has been taken. The snowman looks at itself.
See a reflection of the snowman's eyeball, Karen's eyeball.
I love these kinds of scenes where it's like soft music that normally is very nice to hear, but now it's creepy because something bad's happening. Close your eyes. All right, we're back at the top of the page. And Karen has evil snowman Karen's busted into Jimmy's house. She says,
"Hello, Jimmy."
Adam.
What the puck?
Thought you had seen the last of me? Hey, Jimmy.
Take the money. Have it what you want. It's yours. Just don't kill me.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, what's this frozen snowman monster gonna do with money?
Yeah. Also, I mean, she's gonna melt in front of the fireplace.
Oh, good call. She walked right by the fireplace. Well, what is she gonna do with money? She still wants to buy Timmy the train set, right?
Timmy would still love her,
so, yeah.
Even in this form, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Now, Frosty the Snowman versus Karen the Snowman. Who wins in a fight?
Oh, Frosty the Snowman had a what?
He had a magic hat that if you took it off, he became immobile.
Huh.
She's wearing this mask. We don't know what happens if you take that off.
All right, so we need to gather more information.
Yeah, I need more data.
All right. So she doesn't want money. What does she want, Alon?
I want your blood.
She slashes Jimmy's neck open. And then drinks his whiskey while he bleeds out on the ground.
I thought she wanted his blood.
That's true. Let's see.
Oh, you know what? She didn't mean like I want to drink your blood.
I want to extract your blood.
Yeah, that's all.
And then on the way out the door, she looks back at Jimmy. Oh, it looks like she's dragging his corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least his head.
That must be a long ponytail.
And she turns back and says,
"Karma's a bitch, Jimmy." Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I like when you swear. I like the way it sounds.
See you in heck.
We have reputations to maintain.
No, hold on. I want you to read it as written.
Okay.
No holds barred.
Karma's a ditch. Okay, fine. Karma's a bitch, Jimmy. See you in hell.
All right, close your eyes. Oops. I'm going to warn you that when I read this, I read it last night, I cried at the end. All right, so let's describe the scene here.
Wait, can I open my eyes?
Oh, yeah. You see Karen, the snowman, walking with a gift, walking back home, and you can tell she's falling apart. She's bleeding everywhere. She looks sad.
She looks like she's melting.
Yeah.
Looks like she's melting.
It's daytime now.
She walks by.
Oh, there's like a happy little snowman on the side.
Yeah, she walks by a happy snowman.
Metaphor.
Carrying the gift. And then as she continues to melt, she says,
Merry Christmas, Tile.
Ding dong. Doorbell rings. And then Tyler comes to the door, and in the background, who is it, Tyler? Adam, do the voice of Tyler.
Santa left a present out here.
And the gift is standing in front of his door. It says, enjoy your train, sit on it. We zoom out, and we see a bloody, melted pile of snow. A puddle. So that's the end of it.
That was a happier ending than I expected.
Well, she got the gift to Timmy. That's great. And now he lost his mother.
It's not a happy ending. I'm just saying it was happier than I thought it might.
Right. So Adam, earlier in this reading, I think you would have come down on the side of, actually you said Karen's getting coal in her stocking this year. After what she just went through. Would you retract that? Say she gets a nice Barnes & Noble gift card?
Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, $5.
Yeah. You get one coffee and then you have some left over. You don't know what to do with it.
Well, it's enough for a coffee, but not enough for a cappuccino, and that's her favorite.
That's the real tragedy here.
Alon, what about you? Where do you fall on this? Karen, good girl or naughty?
Well, she did it all for her son.
Right.
But they have like toy drives and stuff. Why'd you have to rob a bank?
And also, who is the person?
Pride.
Oh, just like
understands.
Breaking Bad.
Pride.
Yeah. But my question is, who was the person that was behind Timmy?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah, this might not be his mother.
Dad.
Oh,
They never said she's a single mother.
true. All right.
Feel bad for him too now, not just her son.
Well, how do you guys feel? You feel good?
I think we've effectively taken the cheer level down.
Good. What about you, Alon? Do you feel good? Too good?
Alon's cheer is too high right now.
Yeah. I mean, you have another, right?
Oh, well, this is what we got here, all right? So Santa just sent me a text message, and he said that there's a couple of reindeer sitting in the corner. They're playing with dreidels, eating some soufganiot. Adam, what's that mean?
Donuts.
Yeah, and these reindeer, that's what I said, right? Reindeer?
Mm-hmm.
They're hungry. They don't eat Christmas cheer. They eat Hanukkah joy. So we need to, even though Hanukkah's past, it's a little belated, we need to create some Hanukkah joy. So let's shift gears a
Hanukkah
little
happiness.
bit. Yeah, Hanukkah happiness. So I went online. I did hours of research. Tried to find a Hanukkah comic for us. Couldn't find one. So you know what I did?
You didn't make one, did you?
I stayed up all night, and I made a Hanukkah comic. The first ever Gil Reads Comics published comic book, and the world's first Hanukkah comic book. And it's an origin story, so we can make sequels. And I think it's pretty good, actually. So let's take a break.
Did you make drawings and everything?
I made a whole comic book.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
It's got no coloring. All I did was the penciling and the lettering.
Are you
But-
serious?
Yeah, man.
That's
Oh my
incredible.
god, yeah, this is awesome.
I had a NOS mango energy drink. That's what powered this. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take down these decorations and put up some Hanukkah decorations, really get into the spirit. And we're going to read Historical Hanukkah Hijinks, issue 1.
Wow.
All right.
Were you looking for sponsors from NOS?
Holy crap, I can't wait to read this.
Couldn't wait to tell you guys about this.
That's awesome. No wonder you were like, we're doing the Hanukkah.
Yeah,
series."
exactly. I was like, we don't have to do it. Before we dive into our Hanukkah hijinks, I did just want to thank Swampline Comics one more time for letting us use their comic. I enjoyed it, and you should check out the rest of their work. We'll put a link in the description, in the show notes. So thank you for that. And with that, I told you guys earlier that I wrote a Hanukkah comic. You guys were crazy enough to believe me. No, I wrote one. I'm just kidding. I did write a Hanukkah comic, and we're about to read it.
So you were crazy enough to write a whole
Exactly.
Hanukkah comic.
In
That's-
one night.
Well, I have these big bags under my eyes. I want you to be the narrator because you have a great narrator voice. You're going to play the role of Sam. Now, there's a lot of narration in this one, so partway through, we might switch it up just so you get to do some talking. You ready for the revelation to see this comic?
Yeah.
It's historical Hanukkah hijinks. That's what it's called. Hold on, I want to hide the preview window so you can't see what's coming up.
I hope you didn't accidentally do like the story of Passover.
Wait, those are. This is the one with the sheep's blood, right?
The locusts.
All right, here we go. Let's reveal historical Hanukkah hijinks. All right, Alon, describe the scene and then give us the narration.
Okay. So, there's either a man or a boy.
A man, Sam.
There's a man named Sam curled up on the ground in a fairly large room under a lamp. There's a closed door on one end and an open door on the other.
Big room, guy sitting in the middle of it under a lamp. It's a big dark room. Read the narration.
Ever since moving... Oh, how should I say it?
Like you're reading a storybook. Ever since moving...
Ever since moving to upstate New York after college, Sam spent every night alone in his empty apartment. Sad. I think I know where this is going.
This is not autobiographical.
No. No, it's not.
No.
Wow, this is good.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today was the 5th night of Hanukkah, a festival...
Sam.
Oh, they said 3 a.m.
No, Sam. A festival, Sam.
Okay. Today was the 5th night of Hanukkah, a festival Sam had not celebrated since childhood.
Now, the other day at work, I called Hanukkah a holiday, and someone corrected me and said, no, it's a festival. So that's why you can see I erased the word holiday and called festival there.
And you can see Sam is he looks really sad, and he's got these bags under his eyes. And he's imagining the dreidel and some other
Coins.
I see.
That's a present right there.
It looks like Sam was erased or something was rewritten there. Did that originally say Gil?
No, it said Bill. I realized that William's not really a Jewish name. I looked it up.
Yeah.
And there's also right here a plate of latkes. He's thinking about childhood. All right, Adam, you're Sam, and you're saying to yourself,
I know what I'll do.
and I'm more excited. Like look how happy you are. You're like maniacally happy.
Yeah. I know what I'll do. I'll buy a menorah and celebrate tonight, even if I'm alone. Perhaps the candles will bring some light into my dark world.
Love the finger.
He's holding up his finger like he has an idea.
Yeah.
You know.
It's bright-eyed.
Oops. Hold on, I skipped ahead there. There you go.
Sam goes for a drive in search of a menorah.
And he's in his car. He's driving. It's raining, and the radio. He turns the radio on. He hears.
Families everywhere celebrate the 5th night of Hanukkah all together.
I was trying to emphasize how lonely he is.
Yeah.
Because he's hearing about how everyone else is together.
Yeah, he's got the crazy eyes going.
Yep. All right, here we go.
This should work. As he pulls up to an antique shop, and there's a big sign on the front of the window next to the Christmas wreath that says, "We have menorahs."
And I put a little Easter egg in the background there.
Yeah,
See
you
that?
can see Santa riding his sleigh in the distance in the sky.
Also, you can see here, misspelled the word antiques. I fixed it though.
Antiques. That's how you remember how to spell it.
Yeah.
Narration.
Inside the antique store.
Would you happen to have any menorahs for sale?
All right, and then the old man running the shop. He says,
Oh, yes, my child.
Hold on. You have the best old man voice I've ever heard. Usually you take a second. I feel like you're treating this comic with a little bit maybe less respect than you do. So really get into it and give me the best old man.
And this isn't just any old man. This is like the man who's like behind. He's like in a little shopkeep window. He's got one eye cocked open.
Yeah.
And he's hunched over. He's luring you into some dark magic or something. Yeah. Oh, yes, my child. We have a very special menorah for you.
What does that mean? Special menorah for you. And also, Suspicious. 5 nights into Hanukkah, selling menorahs. I think they'd be sold out by now.
Black Friday has already happened too.
All right, shop owner is still talking.
Before his death, the previous owner of this menorah told me a boy named Sam, fitting your description, would come to my store.
It's a premonition. He knew this was coming.
Yeah.
He goes on.
On this very day, and purchase it.
He knew Sam was going to come in on this exact very day and buy the menorah.
This could just be a sales tactic.
Well, he's already in there to buy it, so he doesn't really have to put all this. I don't know what this character's up to.
You don't know?
Well, that no one does.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
You may be a crazy old man, but I like the cut of your jib. I'll take it.
I was trying to get some of the old-timey kind of talk.
Yeah. But I like the cut of your jib. See? How much for it? And some candles.
I forgot the question mark, but you could tell it was a question.
Yeah.
So thank you.
No charge.
No. This is like more maniacal.
I was gonna
Start maniacal.
Yeah, okay. No charge.
Whoa.
Back at the apartment, Sam says the prayer and lights the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Oh wait, he's sing. That's a song usually.
Yeah.
Baruch
Atah
atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam. And it trails off.
Yeah.
Because we cut to a few minutes later.
But Sam makes a crucial error. He only lit one candle, as though it were the first night, not the 5th.
And Sam's sitting there, all naive. He says, "I feel better already."
This was the only part of the comic which is partially based on a true story, because on the 5th night of Hanukkah, Alon and I, we only lit 4 candles.
Mm-hmm.
But I was taking it even further. Sam only lit 1 candle.
All right. Then Sam drank himself into a stupor and slept, as had become a habit lately.
Yeah, why don't you describe the
Yeah,
scene?
this big empty room. He's lying there, sprawled out in the middle of the floor. The only other thing there is his Hanukkah menorah, solitary candle.
All right. Any theories yet? What direction this is heading?
I think some kind of apparition or spirit is gonna.
The Holy
Visit him.
Ghost of Hanukkah.
Oh, he's gonna in his
Oh, wait.
mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna go through Hanukkah history.
Damn, those are really good ideas. And I probably would have used some of them if I didn't get tired and stopped writing after this bit.
Then he choked on his own vomit.
No, there's more. All right.
The next day at work was very strange for Sam.
All right, so there's a bunch of people giving Sam a hard time at work. Adam, why don't you take this lady over here?
What do you mean, Happy Friday?
Higher pitched.
What do you mean, Happy Friday?
One, this dork over here.
Wow, Sam. I knew you weren't the sharpest tool in the shed, but this is a new low.
This crazy guy over here.
You dummy. It's not Friday, it's Monday.
And this guy.
Yo, Sam, you feeling okay?
I like that guy. He seems a little more.
He seems genuinely
yeah.
concerned. She just seems like she doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that guy, this guy over here, the one that looks like got a big chin,
Yeah.
he was going to give him a hard time no matter what. You know?
Yeah, if it wasn't that, it'd be a comment about like what he's wearing or something.
Yes, it was a time-traveling menorah.
You knew what we were all thinking.
Although last night was Thursday, incorrectly lighting the first candle had sent Sam back in time to Sunday night, making today Monday. When Sam returned home
Hold on. Pause for a second. It's like a new thought.
Okay.
So we've established you lit the candle, and it takes you back to whatever night corresponds to that candle. Pause. All right.
When Sam returned home that night, he saw something very strange. The menorah had grown. Wow.
Describe what you see, Adam.
It looks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the menorah, which was previously just this small little arc-shaped object,
Like this.
It's a normal menorah. Yeah.
is now huge, and it's like a giant half circle with hundreds of slots for candles.
And Sam looks at it and he says,
It looks like my time travel options have expanded.
now, in real life, if this happened to you, you lit a candle, you woke up, it was Monday. How long do you think it would take for you to realize what was going on?
I would not make the connection with the candle I'd probably have to do it a second time before I made the connection.
Yeah, what about you? You would have figured it out right away.
I think, especially if I'm in an apartment like that, it looks like I don't do much in my life.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else there. I would probably quickly make the connection. The only thing I've done differently.
Well, I used to do
It's
a
like
lot
a
of
menorah.
stuff just because, I mean, this character does plenty of other things just because his apartment, doesn't. You can do stuff outside of your apartment.
If I'm time traveling, I'd probably associate it with a physical object of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like that's the only physical object in my possession.
Right. Especially if you read this comic and then it happened to
Yeah.
you, you would definitely know.
For sure.
Plus, I guess he knew there was something strange about the shopkeep.
Yeah. So before I show you the next page, where would you take the story from here?
I would go back in time and see the origin of Hanukkah.
What about you, Adam?
I'd travel to the future to see what future Hanukkah is like.
Now, were you guessing what's going to happen, or were you saying that's what you would do?
Oh, no, I wouldn't actually do that.
All right.
I might eventually.
In real life, I would call the FBI. Say this needs to be investigated. All right.
Is that what he does?
Adam.
I wonder what happens if I light this candle all the way to the left.
His world spins.
You see that? And he's got dreidels going around his head. Like when a character hits their head and they see birds flying around, but he sees dreidels. So he lit the candle all the way to the left. And Alun, that is the order you light them in is left to right, right? Wait, is that right?
Yeah, you place the candles.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, you place the candles right to left. You light them left to right.
Okay, so he lit the one all the way to the left.
Wait.
So
No, it wouldn't. That doesn't make sense.
Oh.
If there's only one candle, it should be in the right.
He lit the candle. You misread it. He lit the candle all the way to the right. All right, ready? Now, this next panel, I put a lot of work into this one. All right?
whoa,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
So I was right.
Yeah.
Sam finds himself elsewhere.
Who are you?
I am Judah the Maccabee.
Judea, 166 BC.
He went back in time to 166 BC. And you see Judah the Maccabee, big, strong guy, holding up a sword triumphantly. I modeled him after He-Man.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am leading a revolution. Oh, no, hold on. I rewrote that part. I am leading a revolt against our Greek-Syrian oppressors. Will you fight with us?
Something stirs in Sam's heart, and he replies...
Hold on. That's the most dramatic line in the entire comic. This is where his whole life is coming together. He's finally finding purpose. So I want you to read it with drama. Something stirred. Read it in a British accent, I think would work better. Let me reread my line, then we'll cut to you. And Adam, you're ready with your line, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, Judah the Maccabee. I am leading a revolt against our Greek-Syrian oppressors. Will you fight with us?
Something stirs in Sam's heart, and he replies...
I will.
Oh, did you get goosebumps just now?
Yeah. Chills.
How great a movie would this be?
Really, really great.
It already is a movie. That's what he spent the other half of the night doing.
Here, I'm just going to read the narration, then I'll scroll down and reveal the image. Same voice. Drama.
Sam trains, fights, and learns the meaning of true hardship. He learns what it means to struggle and to become strong.
And now we see him standing triumphantly.
Much bigger and stronger than he was
shirtless.
before.
He looks jacked.
Call me Sam the Maccabee.
I based this off a picture of Batman.
Sam?
Go ahead. This is narration. Still same voice, and see if you can bring it down even lower.
Under Judah Maccabee, the hammer, the Jews used guerrilla warfare to drive the Syrians out of Jerusalem.
See, this is a great movie, comic. You've got sci-fi, right? Going back in time.
travel.
Yeah.
Drama. Sam was sad. Now he's becoming strong. He's learning about what it really means to struggle.
It's biblical as well.
Yeah, biblical.
Historical.
This cuts across everybody. It's even got Christmas in it. Remember Santa?
Yeah.
If I had more time, there would have been a side plot about Santa.
Wait, where was Santa? Oh, in the sky.
Yeah. All right. See, that's right there. That's Judah driving out the Syrians. Yeah, you know, Judah Maccabee was also known as the Hammer.
That's a good nickname.
Yeah. Did you ever have a nickname?
In football, once my coach called me Sure Shot, but it didn't last.
That's good. What about you?
Well, our older brother, Oren, his friends called me Junior Juice because they called him Juice because his name was Oren. Orange Juice.
My friends call me Gilly.
You mean your niece? Oh, you know what?
And your mom.
Speaking of our mom,
Yeah.
at our brother Oren's graduation, again, his nickname was Juice. So our mom didn't know that. So when he was going up to get his diploma, all the his friends in the audience were going, Juice, Juice, Juice. And she's like, why are they chanting Jews?
Oh, man.
I didn't
All
know
right.
about that.
Someone called me Sherbert once.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right. Enough of our trip down memory lane. Let's walk even further down memory lane, back to 166 BC and get back to the comic. Hold on, read the narration.
They rebuilt their temple, lit a candle with enough oil to last one day.
With only enough oil to last one day.
With only enough oil to last one day.
Pause, dramatic pause.
It lasted for 8.
That's the story of Hanukkah. Did you get what I was going for there?
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's
because
great.
most people, they would just say, oh, here's what happened. They fought, there was a temple, a candle. I slotted it into a bigger story. Made it more interesting, right?
I could see a live action movie of this.
Yeah.
Or an anime.
Starring, an anime.
Yeah.
If it was a live action movie, Gerard Butler as Judah the Maccabee, who would play Sam? The guy who played Sam in Lord of the Rings. Because he
Oh, yeah,
starts
that's
out
not
as
bad.
like a schlub.
Yeah.
All right, but it's a little bit, tiny bit left.
2018, present day.
Keep reading.
I didn't even read that. There are rumors of a vigilante crime fighter who fights for all who are oppressed. His name is
Batman. Oh.
Sam the Maccabee.
Big twist. It's a superhero origin story.
Yeah.
For Sam the Maccabee.
That's all. He's a time traveling.
No.
There
was one time travel.
Oh,
and
now he's just stuck there.
now he's immortal.
Oh.
So he got the power of the menorah, and he lived through decades, hundreds of thousands of years, gained experience, got stronger, more intelligent, and now he fights crime.
And draws comics.
Yeah.
I would read a second issue.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Glad you said
That was
that.
awesome.
Let's go to issue 2. My only thing is, like, what happened to his friends and family?
Well, he's immortal, so like he's around since before his parents are even born.
Right. Do you think he affected the timeline?
I think here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
On the day that he disappears, he can then just kind of make sure that when that happens, within a day or two, him as the Maccabee version can just be present so that if he gets a call from his mom or something, he can say, yeah, everything's fine.
And the next time she sees him, he's all jacked.
Yeah, I've been working out.
Yeah. And I have this question. Remember when he went to the antique store and the shop owner told him somebody gave him that menorah? You got to give this to Sam.
Sam.
You think that's my
Time
theory
loop,
is maybe it was Sam in the future gave the menorah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do think that.
I think so too. I don't know for sure though. So what'd you think? You think I've got a future? Gil
Yeah.
writes comics?
Yeah, this was awesome.
And illustrates.
Yeah.
This was great.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
You could write history textbooks.
Yeah. I would make them a lot more interesting. Time travel, warfare, guerrilla. You know what guerrilla warfare is?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's like using tactics where you're like in the woods
Yeah.
and.
I don't think you have to be in the woods.
So that's what Sam the Maccabee
usually when I
does.
picture guerrilla warfare, it's in the woods.
You know, it's not actual gorillas.
No, I know.
So Sam the Maccabee, if he was using guerrilla warfare in present day, what would that mean? He's like sneaking around, in the woods. This is a question I was asking.
I picture
Adam.
stealth
Sam the
tactics.
Maccabee. Yeah, I think stealth, kind of like Assassin's Creed style.
Yeah. Last question before we wrap up this section, because I want to turn Sam the Maccabee into a real character. What kind of costume would he wear, in present day?
He'd be shirtless.
Yeah. I like that. All right. He's just
I can say that.
running around nude,
Well, maybe he's got like
Toga?
subtle like Jewish star with like a hammer behind it.
carved into his chest.
Yeah. But it's like healed, so now it's just like a scar.
Yeah.
Like that could be like a ritual he went through when he originally became.
You're not supposed to do that, though, according to the Torah.
Oh, that's true. It's scratched. Actually, I was going to draw Sam the Maccabee in present day, but I didn't leave enough space in the panel. And what I was going to do, if you look back at the menorah that he bought, it has a little gem in the middle of it. He was going to have that on his chest,
Ah.
much
cool.
like the snowman in the last story we read. All right.
He's going to have a pentagram, too.
So I think it's safe to assume that the two half-Jewish reindeer are well-fed thanks to our Hanukkah happiness we gave them. We got to bring up some more Christmas cheer now, and I think the best way to do it is with some trivia. Let's take a quick break. And we need to have, and we just got some pizza. I didn't let you bring it in here before because it's not kosher. We'll take these decorations down, go back into Christmas mode, then we can have some pizza and do some trivia.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Damn, nice comment.
That's
Thank
a
you.
bit, that drawing.
Yeah.
Holy
Dude,
crap.
those are really good.
Yeah. So we're back from that episode of Gil Eats Pizza. I have Vince at the table, and for the first time ever, Matt is at
Hello.
the table. Why don't you say hello,
Hello, everybody.
say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all those lovely holidays.
Did you see my Hanukkah comic before?
It was beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think? Joe Joy versus historical Hanukkah hijinks.
Oh,
What would you rather have in your stocking? How can you hesitate on
I
that?
don't know.
You like Joe Joy?
Come on, man. A talking, walking toy that you actually know
It
about?
doesn't talk. It doesn't talk. It
It
wobbles.
bounces.
It
That's
bounces.
true. That's true. There
And
is
it
a
was
bounce.
totally inconsistent because at the beginning, Jerry goes to sleep, and then
Yeah,
all
you
the
already convinced me. I'm going back to the
right,
menorah,
all the
time
kids start
travel.
walking
Time
around.
traveler.
Then at the end, he's talking to
Time
them.
travel menorah.
So it seems like
Slash.
time traveling menorah. Where all three of us are having different conversations right now. I like what you're saying though over there. Time traveling menorah. It's a great plot device, right? When I
Yeah.
came up with that, the rest of it just wrote itself.
Right.
Even
I
I
could see.
preferred historical Hanukkah hijinks.
Whoa, who's that?
That's the clown, I think.
That's right. Adam and Alun are in the control room back there. We're here for trivia. That was everyone's favorite part of the Spooktacular, so we had to bring it back.
Okay.
This one's going to be a team sport. You two are representatives. Vince, you're with Alun, right?
Oh.
We decide on the teams? Team captains, Matt, you got to choose first.
Gil.
Pick Adam. No, I can't play. I know all the answers.
Oh, darn.
All right, Vince is with a 1. Matt is with Adam.
Don't let me down, Vince.
We've got 6 Christmas comic-themed questions. We're going to take turns which team gets to go first. You're both going to answer all the questions. Whoever gets the most right wins the game. Who goes first? We're going to decide by using a dreidel. Matt, call either giraffe. Giraffe is on 2 sides. Or you can choose camel and elephant.
I have to call out 2, or
Just
if
pick,
it's camel or elephant?
Pick giraffe or camel/elephant.
Okay. Oh, now.
Yeah.
Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
camels,
Okay,
that's
that's
the
the one
camels.
with the... no, it's the one with the...
giraffes.
Giraffe, the long neck. All right. If it lands on Noah's Ark, then your team goes first. Damn. Vince's team goes first. How much do you know about comics?
Less than the average person who reads comics. I shouldn't say likes.
All right.
Yeah.
Matt, how about you? A comic expert?
Yes.
All right. This should be interesting. Okay.
I am not.
Question number 1.
Not
You-
interesting? Or,
You two back there, you ready?
yeah.
Yeah.
The elves? Question 1 to Vince's team. In December 1943, Adolf Hitler kidnapped Santa Claus to damage U.S. morale during World War II. That was just a random
True or
fact.
false?
Now we're going to get into the questions. No, that is an event that took place in the Marvel Universe, A, in the DC Universe, B, or neither. It was a figment of my imagination. What do you think? You gotta phone a friend?
Can I use it more than once?
Yeah, you can talk as much as you
okay,
want.
so-
Yeah.
Alon, what do you think?
So we're answering.
We're trying to discuss
which
what the
comic
answer-
universe the Hitler thing happened in.
Yeah.
Or if it's all made up.
Decide if Gil made it up.
Right. Well, that's C.
That's
right?
C.
Yeah.
A,
Marvel.
B, DC,
C.
C,
Figment of Gil's imagination.
or D, all of the above. I thought of it. Marvel thought of it. DC thought of it.
So Vince,
Yeah.
I could see this as being part of like a what if comic,
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds, but it's probably C.
You think it's C?
Locked in?
For some reason,
it's
I
gotta-
want to say B. But what do you
But it
think?
might be A.
5, 4. No, you have until the end of this dreidel to come up with your final answer.
Alon, what's your final answer?
Ooh, a bad spin,
Marvel.
too.
Vince, you
Hey.
have to.
Boom, that's your answer. Marvel.
Yeah.
All right. Adam, Matt,
Batman.
what do you think? Batman would be DC.
All right, Adam, what do you think?
Well, I was leaning toward Marvel because it sounds a little wackier, and also I know Marvel has dabbled in World War II stuff because of Captain America.
Okay. Okay.
but
I thought Captain America when he was saying World War II.
But it feels like a shame to give the same answer as them.
It would. So that's why I was almost leaning towards going with that Gil made it up by also just seeing what he created in that lovely comic he just read us. So
Yeah,
I know
no.
his imagination is
He has
Very broad.
The capacity of his imagination exceeds that of all the mind power behind Marvel and
There
DC.
was a World War II sequence cut from historical Hanukkah hijinks.
That's true.
Yeah, let's go with C, Matt.
See?
Yeah,
Final answer, C.
All right.
let's make it interesting.
Vince,
Yeah.
you get a point.
Yes.
Matt, you get a point. No, I'm just kidding.
Is this like whose line is it anyways, where the points don't matter?
Oh, no, the points here matter. But once you find out what happens to the losers.
You remember those deer? They were really hungry.
Yeah.
Wait, so back on topic. Marvel actually did that.
Oh, yeah, Marvel. So Santa exists in the Marvel Universe. He's rumored to be a mutant, maybe the most powerful mutant, like the X-Men. DC, sometimes he exists, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes when he does exist, it's a very cynical take where he gets hacked to bits by Lobo, an alien bounty hunter, or sometimes he's a drunk. Other times he's traditional Santa Claus.
See, what I like about the Marvel universe is they try to keep everything rooted in realism, though. Like, no, for real. Because, like, Santa, you know, in the Marvel universe, he's not this magical creature. He's a mutant.
Right.
That makes sense.
That's offensive.
To who?
I don't know.
I just feel like it is.
You sound very offended.
So what's his mutant power then? Is he compelled to give presents to all the children of the world?
I don't want to do this. I guess he can move really fast, like Quicksilver.
And
You can
fit
talk
in
to deer.
chimneys.
He can talk to deer.
Only reindeer though. Regular deer.
A reindeer, is that a real animal?
Oh yes. I don't know more than that.
Question 2. In the Batman animated series episode Christmas with the Joker kidnapped 3 important citizens. Which one of the following was not one of those 3? I'm going to list 4 people. 3 of them were kidnapped by the Joker. 1 wasn't. Who was not kidnapped by the Joker? A. Summer Gleason, reporter. B. Commissioner Gordon, commissioner. C. Harvey Dent. Or D. Harvey Bullock. Matt.
Matt and I go first now.
Who's
Is
Harvey
that last
Bullock?
one even real? It sounds
Harvey
very-
Bullock, he's a big guy. You know, he's Jim Gordon's hard-nosed detective friend, coworker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The falafel guy.
Yeah. Your kids don't like falafel?
I don't eat falafel.
I'm thinking it's Commissioner Gordon.
It was not kidnapped.
Yeah.
All right. I'll defer to you. I'll just say that the way I feel about this, in terms of just trying to get into Gil's mind, I don't think he would pick 2 Harveys unless we were supposed to choose between them.
Ooh.
Unless I wanted you to think that.
Yeah, but if I start playing that game, I could just go back and forth.
Encoding, that's a never-ending
Why
loop.
do you think Commissioner Gordon?
Because he said it first. I didn't say it first, though.
The first one was Gleason.
Summer
I
Gleason.
don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, would Commissioner Gordon actually be somebody that would be kidnapped?
He's a tough guy. There's a whole show about
I mean,
him.
who's gonna turn on the bat signal if he's gone?
Right.
Oh, that's all the more reason to kidnap him.
Yeah, you're actually arguing in favor of it.
Yes, I just contradicted myself. All right. So which Harvey?
Let me get the dreidel
Want
out.
to flip the dreidel?
Yeah, and then give me your answer.
All right. If it lands on a giraffe, we'll go with the second Harvey.
Oh, good call.
All right. We're going with
Harvey Dent.
Dent.
First Harvey. All right,
Yes.
answers locked in. Vince, Lun, you're up. Who was not kidnapped by the Joker?
So Vince.
Yeah.
Summer Gleason seems like a really random person to pick if she wasn't kidnapped. So I think Summer Gleason was kidnapped. What do you think?
Remind me who Summer Gleason is.
She's a reporter
The reporter.
in Gotham.
Not well known by the average.
And this was
person.
which? When did he kidnap these? All
In
three of these?
the animated series, and there's an episode called Christmas with the Joker. And he kidnapped 3 important citizens of Gotham.
I have another thought. Harvey, what was the last?
Bullock.
Bullock. You guys said Harvey Dent, right?
Yeah.
So Harvey Bullock, I would say, seems like a random person to include if Gil hasn't been on a Harvey Bullock kick lately for some reason. He's mentioned him a few times in the past week.
It's true.
So
I have Harvey on the mind.
yeah,
Bullock.
I think
So it's between Bullock and Summer?
Bullock on the
I
mind.
think Bullock
All right, we're
might
going.
not have been kidnapped, and Gil only included him in the list because he had to put one more there.
I'm getting out the dreidel.
All right, we're
And-
going with Bullock.
I wanted to spin the
All
dreidel.
right,
but
fine.
all right.
No, go ahead.
No, it's all right. Harvey Bullock, that's your answer?
Yep.
The one who was not kidnapped was Harvey Dent.
Yes.
You're on the board. That's 1-1. Tie game.
New favorite animal, elephant.
Sorry, the score can't come to the phone right now. It's all tied up.
Oh.
Whoa.
You wrote that one down, didn't you?
I thought of that years ago. I've been waiting until this moment to use it. I'm going to tell you 4 comic book characters. One of them wouldn't really celebrate Christmas. Maybe they would be more likely to celebrate Hanukkah. One of these characters is Jewish. A, Bruce Wayne. B, Harry Osborn. C, Harley Quinn. Or D, Cyclops.
I think I know this.
Vince, you're up first.
Can you go through the list again?
Bruce Wayne, Harley Quinn, Harvey Dent. Oh no, I mixed up the questions. Bruce Wayne, Harry Osborn, Harley Quinn, Cyclops. You might want to lean on your friend a little bit because he grew up in a Jewish household.
Yeah.
Anybody was Jewish. We had a picture of them. We looked up to them. We needed role models. Maybe it was Bruce Wayne. Maybe it was Cyclops.
Laughing Batman.
The Batman who laughs.
Yeah,
I love that book, the Laughing Batman.
So you have Quinn and who's the middle one? Who's B?
Harry Osborn.
I feel like,
Norman Osborn's son,
yeah.
played by James Franco, in the beloved Spider-Man 3.
And the other Spider-Man movies.
And
I don't know, Vince. I think it might be. I think it might be one of the. Not. Well, it can't be as mainstream as Bruce Wayne. They're just Jewish characters
I want to say Harley
and
Quinn. but-
mainstream character. That's kind of what I was leaning toward as well. It's like if they're gonna make a character Jewish, I feel like for some reason they'd go with the crazy.
wait, hold on. There was actually 5 answers.
What?
E, Sam the Maccabee.
He is a superhero.
All right, guys, I need an answer here.
Dreidel.
I'm getting the dreidel out.
Dreidel.
Ready?
Oh,
Harley Quinn.
All right, we have answer C is locked in. Matt, now to you.
all right, Adam. I heard you whisper into the mic before when you asked the question that you thought you knew this, and I think. Wait, was Osborn one of them?
Yeah, Norman Osborn. Harry Osborn.
Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's Batman.
No, if it was Batman, we would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but I
true,
feel like
yeah.
I've seen him celebrate Christmas before in his comics or his shows.
Okay.
Keep in mind, we're celebrating Christmas.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell you a whole lot.
I'll say this: Harley Quinn, covered in tattoos. Can't be Jewish.
But it's a myth
Yeah,
that you
I know.
can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery, right?
But
It's well, it's a tradition. I don't
True,
think they would.
true.
I don't think they would all follow it.
Right.
I'll say this: I for some reason think it's Cyclops. I think I remember this.
Okay.
And also, like his
probably
vision, he needs glasses, and being of Jewish ethnicity, I think a lot of us wear glasses.
Spin it.
He's got eye problems.
Spin it.
All right. You know why he wears the glasses,
I know,
though,
'cause
right?
lasers are shooting.
Yeah.
I have the
okay.
same problem. That's why I gotta wear contacts.
I'm spinning the dreidel.
Matt, what do you think?
I think you're right because I don't have an argument for him.
Cyclops.
Cyclops. Final answer.
Before I answer this question, who do you want the answer to be?
Bruce Wayne.
Osborn.
I
Vince.
think it's Norman Osborn.
No, you think. Then why didn't you say?
Because that was my
Well,
original.
Norman Osborn wasn't an option.
Not
Harry
Norman,
Osborn.
Harry.
Who do you want it to be though? Like if you could pick any of them to be Jewish.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess why would you have a preference?
Wait, they don't have a dog in the fight.
All right. Well,
We're 4-1
as
right now.
you might have seen this character in the hit film Suicide Squad. Batman had a cameo appearance in that, but he is not. Never celebrated Hanukkah. Harley Quinn,
What?
Jewish.
Look at that.
That's a point for you, right?
Even with the tattoos.
2-1. Vince and Lund are leading. Question 4. We got 3 questions left,
Here's
so
a side
it's
question.
anybody's game right now.
Side question.
Yeah,
Is Bruce Banner Jewish?
I don't know.
Who's
Okay.
Bruce Banner?
Why? That's how the Hulk.
Hulk.
Why?
I actually knew that.
As soon as you started asking the question, the first thought that came to mind was Bruce Banner. I don't know why.
'Cause he's a doctor?
I just related.
You know what mainstream character is Jewish?
Wait, Harley Quinn's a doctor. She was a
She is,
therapist.
yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think a character that we found out was Jewish that had a big impact on my life. Tommy Pickles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Think about
Oh,
it.
he's half Jewish.
That was huge. That cartoon, everybody watched it.
How did you not
The
know
main character?
No, he's half Jewish.
I mean, his
Oh,
grandfather
yeah.
was
Well,
Well,
Jewish,
it doesn't come up every episode.
but his grandfather was Jewish.
Don't
that's
forget.
They get
true.
locked.
Yeah.
Don't they get locked in the attic? And
Yes.
that's when they go through the story of Hanukkah. And
Yes.
people keep accidentally walking in and letting the door close behind
Yeah.
them. And like, don't close the door.
So the only way that they would be willing to listen to the story of Hanukkah. Sorry, guys, we can't write this episode. It's too unbelievable that anyone would care about this holiday. What if they get locked in an attic?
Does
This
this
is
go-
the only story available.
Well,
the only way to
that's why
entertain
during
themselves.
Sam the Maccabee, the door was locked.
Yeah. Vince was like, "Get me out of here! I can't take it."
I feel like this goes back to the story of the elf in the attic. It's really just the
Oh,
Jewish
yeah.
people telling their stories.
It's right. That elf is up there being like, "Hanukkah's so great. Let me tell you about Hanukkah." That's why the kids don't sneak up there. I don't want to hear about it. Wait, do you know about the menorah? Yeah, I know about the menorah. Stop. Question 4. We're going to go back to the Christmas with the Joker episode of Batman. Joker gives Batman a present for Christmas. What was that present? It's your turn, right?
Sure.
All right.
Jack in the
A,
box. Oh, sorry.
a picture of them together,
Aw,
Batman and Joker.
that's cute.
B, a pie in the face. C, a clown mask. So Batman can be Joker. Or D, a pet robin.
What
Mm.
do you mean, pet robin?
Like the bird?
like a
or
bird,
like
Robin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that like they made like Robin dolls and.
And in what
Okay.
in what iteration of Batman is this?
This is an animated series. Episode aired in, I believe, 1992.
92.
Or E,
Wait.
it was a figment of my imagination. And then Joker gives Batman a present, and they're really happy together.
All right, can we hear
Is
the
E
choice
an
one more
option
time?
for real?
Picture of them together. Pie in the face, clown mask, or a little baby bird, Robin. There is no option E. That was a joke.
Well, technically, 3 of the options are figments of Gil's imagination.
This guy's good.
And which ones are those?
Well,
Matt, what are you leaning toward?
Oh, I have like 3 choices right now. So
you gotta narrow that down.
I'm either thinking it was the mask, the bird.
Or the other 2?
Vince,
I think
I'm
I think it was one
Hold
of the
on, I think I
options
know
that
this
were
one.
listed.
what are you thinking?
I agree with Gil. I'm leaning toward the Robin, but
I am too.
because that's ominous. Because it could be like a sign, he kidnapped Robin.
And next time, it's not gonna be a bird in this box.
yeah,
It's gonna be
Right.
a foot.
a finger. Oh, full foot.
Wait, was the bird dead?
Have good luck
No.
flying now, Robin. Without your foot.
All right. So are we saying the Robin?
Spin it.
I lean toward Robin, I guess.
All right.
Oh,
we'll
Robin.
go Robin.
All right,
Yeah, we'll go.
Vince, Alun.
What were you thinking?
I think it's the picture
Why?
because it's so Joker.
Because he's thinking of the SpongeBob episode where Patrick had an embarrassing Christmas photo of SpongeBob in his,
No, 'cause-
his box.
It's because
Secret box.
he always wanted to be his friend.
Oh,
Someone's been listening to Gil Reads Comics.
I gotta start.
I'm gonna go with A. That's the picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he's not going to talk to Alun on this
Alon,
one.
what do you think? Alon,
All right.
it's Vince's team.
Yeah,
Alon,
you're
what do you
right.
think?
I mean, yeah.
Do I make a valid argument?
Here's what we'll do.
Okay.
We'll go with yours,
Yeah.
and if it's the pie, I'm gonna just say, what should I say? I should have listened to me.
He does do the
Yeah.
pie, I think, often.
No, go with A.
I'm
Go with
gonna
your
go-
gut.
I'm gonna go with A.
Wouldn't your gut say?
Matt, you got the question wrong.
Okay.
Vince, you should have listened to my older brother.
Oh my God.
It's a pie in the face, of course.
Alon, what do you say?
You should have listened to me.
How great was the Robin idea, though, right?
That was good.
That was
Very
pretty
good.
smart.
Yeah, that was good.
So I have 3 points.
I did agree
Yeah.
with you. You almost changed my mind, but you told me to go with my instinct. So
Well, because I mean, listen.
No,
I was a
but that's
little
what you're
bit
here
ins-
for.
I was
You're-
a little bit insulted.
He
You were
looked insulted.
You locked in your answer.
I didn't lock it in.
You locked it in.
I didn't lock it in.
All right, let's take a vote.
You guys didn't
Did
even
he
talk.
lock in his
I
answer?
said I think it's A, and then I asked, what do you think it is, Alon?
I don't know. I think you only deferred to
It
him
felt
after
locked-
Gil called you out.
It felt locked into me.
All right, fine.
All right.
Notice how I'm trying
Feel
to
like-
start some tension.
I'm going to
between
be hearing about this for the next 2 days. Can you believe what Vince said to me? I was there.
Can you believe he locked in his answer?
Question 5. This is to Vince and Alon. It's your chance to redeem yourself.
How many questions are there?
There's only 2 more questions.
So 5 and 6?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And right now it's Vince 2, Matt 1.
Okay.
You've got to get this next question.
But I'm number
Or
1.
you're in trouble.
Or you're in trouble.
I'm number 1. I don't think Matt understands this game. This comic hero is known for saying the phrase "Sweet Christmas."
The gingerbread man.
Oh, is this open ended?
Yeah. What are the choices?
A. Iceman. B. Martian Manhunter. C. Luke Cage.
So,
E. Wait, did I skip D? D. Wolverine.
so let's talk about this.
E. It was a figment of my imagination.
Wait, so letters again?
A, B, C, and
No,
D.
but like,
Iceman,
yeah,
Martian Manhunter,
Uh-huh.
Luke Cage,
Yep.
Wolverine,
So Vince.
yeah.
Logan.
So
Wolverine.
Sweet Christmas. Christmas. It's usually snowing in like the cartoons and movies.
Okay,
Ice, right?
right.
So I would lean toward that, but I'm gonna, I have a feeling it's not that. I have a feeling it might be Luke Cage.
Of course, it's Luke Cage.
Bro, do you even understand what I'm doing here?
Are you staring at Gil's face to try to see how he reacts to each option as you listed?
Yes.
All right, we locking this in? Or gotta spin the dreidel?
Spin the dreidel.
Wait,
No, just spin it.
wait. Did you say who is it?
I think we should go with Luke.
It's Luke Cage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I think it's Luke Cage.
No, it's definitely Luke Cage. I know for a fact.
All right, Matt.
don't-
Do you want
really
to take
don't
a
understand
wild
what I'm
guess?
doing here, do you?
Do you need to hear the choices again, or what
Adam,
do
do
you
we
think?
just go with them? So if we're right, they're right, and we still have to get the next question
Oh,
right.
so we're still in the
Actually-
fight.
Yeah.
It's probably not Luke Cage.
What do you think?
All right, we got. Was
Okay, you
it Ice?
get it.
No, Mr. Freeze. No,
So,
Iceman.
Iceman.
Who's
Is that
Iceman?
Mr. Freeze? Or?
No, that's an
Okay.
X-Men character.
I want to know
Okay.
a little. Okay.
Do you get
Iceman.
backstories?
Iceman has the power to freeze particles and create ice out of the
man.
hydrogen in the air.
Didn't he have a good Christmas special?
Yeah.
See?
What?
There was an X-Men Christmas special, actually. That's where we learned that Santa's a mutant. Iceman can ride around like on a snowboard anywhere he goes because he can freeze the world underneath him.
Isn't Silver Surfer basically the same?
Well, they're both Marvel, so you can't claim that one stole from the other. But they're very similar in the sense that they surf around.
All right. and What's the catchphrase again? Christmas something.
Sweet Christmas.
Sweet Christmas.
Sweet Christmas. Sweet Christmas. Sweet Christmas.
I almost want to say it's Logan, but I have a feeling it's not.
Gil.
Like, I
Gil
don't know, it's-
forgot to even say Wolverine is one of the options
Yeah, he did.
initially.
No, he did.
He
That
did
was
say
the
it?
last option.
Yeah.
He seemed like he forgot.
I skipped
and-
past it. I said
He did.
E
I-
instead of D.
I could see him saying that. Sweet Christmas.
Bub.
Hmm. I just don't remember ever hearing him say it, but I'm
You also don't read comics.
exactly. So I've never read him.
Only Gil reads comics.
Welcome to this
Get this
episode of
straight.
Adam
All right.
doesn't
Then
read
what,
comics.
who's Martian Manhunter?
He's an alien from Mars, I think. He's an alien that can transform the way he looks, and he's in the Justice League.
He's green with red eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cape, blue.
yeah.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah, I don't think it's him. He comes from Mars, and unless he has like this fetish for Christmas, I don't think he would be saying it.
Oh. We're back to the dark Christmas episode.
I don't think Martians celebrate Christmas.
Or he.
Isn't that a book? Do they celebrate Christmas on Mars?
Is it?
You can read
Where
that
are you
one.
going to get books?
Cradle time.
I need
Alright.
an answer here. I
Alright.
need an
What-
answer.
what's
So
the
do we
last
go?
one?
do
Luke
we go?
Cage, Wolverine, Iceman, Martian Manhunter.
I think we go with Logan, or we copy what they say. Oh, that was a terrible spin.
What's the answer? I need an
Adam.
answer.
Adam.
I go with you, Matt.
Okay, Logan.
You go with Matt as the answer?
He says
Logan.
it all the time.
All right. I am shocked that you didn't get this right.
Iceman, it's Iceman.
After they so clearly Vince knew the answer, and Alon was like, Vince, stop it. Alon played this so clever. He knew the answer.
I'm like, Vince, stop saying
Yeah.
I know this for
Alon's
a
like,
fact.
I'm thinking, and Vince's like, shut up, Alon. It's definitely Luke Cage. We know this. And if you're like, don't you know what we're doing, Vince? What are you talking about? Luke Cage. Matt, what do you think the answer is? I don't know.
I think our arguing pulled it up.
So we won.
Yeah, so no one got it right. No, I'm just kidding. Vince 3, Matt 1.
All right, Matt, we got to be more cutthroat.
Yeah, I guess we
All right.
do.
Wait, isn't this the last question?
One question left.
This one's
worth
worth
2
2
points.
This one's worth 2 points.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Tie it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We'll watch Vince this time.
Is it? Whose
would've-
turn is it now?
We
Oh.
would have a guaranteed
You go
victory
first.
right now if you listen to me on that one question.
I know, I wish we did.
It's okay. I don't
Yeah,
hold
oh,
that
that's
against
true.
You should have tried, you should have made me think you were right.
How else will you learn your lesson?
You're true. It's true.
Friendship. Christmas. It warms my heart.
What else could you ask for? I guess, and we're going to see Spider-Man after this, too.
Oh, that's right. Which of the following is not a real published Christmas-themed comic? I'm going to tell you the premise of 4 Christmas comics. One of them is not a real comic. A. Batman in The Silent Night of Batman. Commissioner Gordon lights the bat signal, calls Batman to the rooftop, and not because there's an emergency, because he wants to tell Batman, you got to take the night off. And Batman does. And he spends the rest of the issue singing Christmas carols with the police force.
It's called Silent. What was it called? Silent.
The Silent Night of Batman.
KNIGHT.
No. Missed opportunity. If that was a real comic. B. Spider-Man in It's a Wonderful Life, in parentheses, without Spider-Man. Mysterio kidnaps Peter Parker, tricks him into hallucinating a world without Spider-Man. He convinces him that the world's better off, so Peter would give it up. But it works too well, and Peter thinks it's not that the world's better off without Spider-Man, it's better off without me. Tries to end his own life. Mysterio feels bad, stops him, and he continues as Spider-Man. C. Batman in Yes, Tyrone, There Is a Santa Claus. Tyrone is sad because he thinks there's no Santa, and he writes Superman a letter telling him how upset he is. Superman decides to use his powers to bring a sleigh to Tyrone's house, pretend to be Santa. But Batman shows up with a jetpack and tells him, what a waste of powers. What's wrong with you? Don't you have some real stuff to do? But he only did that so Batman could go to the house and pretend to be Santa. D. Spider-Man in You Never Make a Sound. Through a series of misunderstandings, Peter Parker thinks that he's been abandoned by all his friends and family. Like he calls Mary Jane, but she's in the bath, so she doesn't pick up. And he thinks Mary doesn't like me anymore. You know, Aunt May's, gone for a minute, so he thinks he's not invited to hang out with his aunt. So instead, he busts out his Spider-Man outfit, he puts it on a chair, and he sits down and just talks to his outfit. And that's his new friend. You never make a sound, like the costume never talks to him. Those are your choices. The Silent Night of Batman, It's a Wonderful Life without Spider-Man, Yes, Tyrone, There Is a Santa Claus, or Spider-Man's You Never Make a Sound.
Matt and I are up.
Yeah.
All right. First thoughts I have. I don't think Gill's made-up comic would involve a suicide attempt. I also don't think he would have conjured on his own the name Tyrone. So
Okay.
To me, I've ruled those 2 out.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm thinking the Mysterio one, that kind of sounds like it could be true.
Yeah.
But that last one where he just talks to his suit.
True as in a real comic, or true as in this happened in real life?
It could be true. It could be true.
Well, but then there's Batman going caroling.
Right.
Yeah, but...
No, hold on.
No.
He did not go caroling.
No.
He stayed at the police headquarters and sung Christmas carols all night. But they stayed at the headquarters, so there's no caroling. If that changes your answer.
We ruled out the one where Batman takes the place of Santa Claus over Superman.
I mean, you're asking me.
No,
I
I'm
can't
talking
tell
to
you
Adam.
that.
That's the Tyrone one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I don't think it's that one. The Mysterio plot sounded pretty.
Sounded like that could be a comic.
Sounded real, yeah. The last one was Spider-Man talking to his own suit, and like all these misunderstandings of him feeling like no one likes him reminded me a lot of the Spider-Man comics we've been reading lately. Like there was one in which Spider-Man got hit with an isotope genome accelerator, which actually severed Peter Parker's connection to Spider-Man himself, and so Spider-Man was off running around in a suit, and then Peter Parker was off living his own life. That sounded like inspiration for this idea.
This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I was reading a comic, and then this happened, which makes me think that
So-
maybe.
Explain that last one, the Spider-Man one again.
Spider-Man, through a series of misunderstandings, believes that he's been abandoned by all his friends and family on Christmas. So he decides, I don't need them. I have my own friend. Takes his costume, he sits it down in a chair, and he talks to it.
Did you do that with the Santa Claus suit?
Oh, did you tell him about that?
Nah, I showed him a picture of it.
All right, Adam.
So those are my thoughts, Matt, but I'll leave the final choice up to you.
Dreidel.
Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel.
Do it.
Matt needs
All right,
to
okay.
give an answer.
I like Adam's explanation of the last one. We'll go with the talking to the suit.
Talking to the suit. All right. Locked in.
Locked.
D. Vince, Alon, you're up.
We're telling you which one we don't think is real.
Which one is not a real comic?
Vince,
Give me your
Oh.
thoughts.
I think that.
Did you get the question backwards, Matt?
I think they're wrong.
Yeah.
I think
Adam's
that
probably swearing
actually
at me
did
right now.
happen.
Okay.
Well, what'd you say, Alon?
I think what they said is, I think their answer is wrong.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a real comic. What was the third to last one?
Yes, Tyrone, there is a Santa Claus. Batman takes the place of Santa before Superman has a chance to.
What was the second one?
Spider-Man, It's a Wonderful Life. Without Spider-Man, Mysterio convinces him
Okay.
to kill himself.
See, now that sounded far-fetched to me for Marvel, but even more far-fetched that you would bring such darkness into this segment.
So Vince,
Yeah.
I could see both the first and third one happening in obviously not in the canon, but like a one-off
Right.
Christmas special. I could see Gil making up the second one.
The suicide one?
Yeah.
That one was. It sounded so like.
It does
true.
sound true. But think about it.
It's exactly what Mysterio would do.
Wouldn't Gil put the effort into making one up that sounds so true?
It was complimentary, right? I spaced out. I didn't know. I was listening.
I mean, you read his Hanukkah hijinks story, history hijinks.
Yeah.
Like,
Historical Hanukkah hijinks.
Historical Hanukkah hijinks. He's got what it takes.
Mm-hmm. He's buttering me up. I don't know why, though.
Dreidel.
It's Triple H.
Oh, yeah.
If I go with you on that,
Dreidel.
Listen, I'm not locking
which
my answer.
which one are you
I'm just
thinking?
talking
Which
it
one are you
out.
saying?
I don't know. It's up to you.
The dreidel is
Up to
spinning.
me.
I got to get better at spinning this dreidel.
I wouldn't be
We
surprised
have
if
3
it is a
extra
real
seconds.
comic.
3, 2, 1. I think Vince forgot what we're doing.
No.
What?
Because I thought it was the last one at first.
You think that one's fake?
Yeah, but you don't want to say the same one they did.
But what if
Do
we're
you?
both
Don't
right?
you?
No, Matt, they don't.
Well, if you're both right, then
Oh, that's true.
you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go
It's
with
just
it.
2 points.
Yeah, come on.
Wait a minute. Oh
Do
wait,
it.
so we
I
can't,
should.
we literally can't lose if we
Yeah.
got that
So
one.
D.
Oh.
That's the last one, right? D.
Wait, so this would have worked no matter what.
No, I
Yeah,
shouldn't
was
have said
hoping you
that.
guys would realize.
No, but I already knew that. D.
All right. Spider-Man. Here, let's do it like this.
Spider-Man
Batman. The Silent Night of the Batman.
That's hilarious.
Wait, what was
You're
hilarious?
saying me how obvious now. We can't lose.
Gil, that puts them on the naughty list.
Yeah. You're getting coal in your stocking.
No, not that.
I forgot. You're getting coal in your stocking.
Damn it.
Batman issue 219. Commissioner Gordon sings Christmas carols of Batman all night. And you're worried, what about all the criminals? They don't take a vacation. But Batman's done his job so well that they're all so scared they stop themselves from committing crime. One guy's going to rob someone, but then he sees a statue and thinks it's Batman, so he stops. One lady missed her husband who was in war. She was going to jump off a bridge, and then she decided not to because her husband came back. I don't know why that one was in the comic. B, Spider-Man, It's a Wonderful Life without Spider-Man. I made that one up.
So it was B.
Yeah, I had that backwards. I was going to say B, but then I thought we were going for the one that was real and not the one that was fake.
Well, that was going to be the original plot for historical Hanukkah hijinks.
I got
it. So I used it for this instead.
I got every question right.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, wait, Owen.
I got every question
Oh,
right.
that's right.
We only went with D so that we could be fail-safe.
Let me just double check the score. Let me
there a
just
bonus
make
round?
sure. 3.
Yeah, check the list twice.
Yeah, 5 to. Oh, you neither of you got any points, so the score is just the same as it was before. So,
Wow.
Vince and Alun, you won.
So what do we get?
Cool.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. I like that.
Thanks.
Vince, why don't you take this down, check your stocking. I'll put a little something for you in there.
Did you?
No, not really. Hey, that was fun.
That was great.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy that?
For my first podcast.
Oh wait,
yes.
can we? I meant to do an intro for the trivia section. I forgot to do it.
Yeah, do it now.
Can we just redo it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hand up 4 seconds.
Okay. Guys, what's Christmas all about?
Family.
Friends.
It's about who's better. It's about winning. So why don't we do a game of trivia and see who's
Start
best?
that over.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Christ.
I mean,
First podcast ever. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
I feel great. I think the cockles of my heart are warm.
You have a way of words.
The reindeer. Let me just check my phone here and see if I have any text messages. Let me see. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. Santa's very happy. He sent me a picture here of the reindeer. I would show it to you, but they're all full. But just full enough. They're ready for Christmas. And no more Christmas cheer. But maybe just a little bit more. Why don't you come in here, the two of you, come into the room. We're going to do a little Christmas carol. But this is Gil Reed's Comics, so we never do anything conventional, right? We're going to do a comic spin on a Christmas classic.
Mhm.
You know that song Silent Night?
It's a good one.
Dark Knight, Batman.
Ooh.
So we're going to improvise. Do you have to go?
I have to get going.
You can get going if you want to. We can just wrap this up if you got to run.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No
But
problem.
Merry Christmas.
Give us a
everybody.
tune.
Yeah, say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Give everyone your best Santa greeting, and then you can go.
Best Santa greeting. Right?
Yeah.
Like ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, all that.
Guys, come together. Come together.
Yeah.
You want us
Right here behind me.
behind you?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to everyone here in this room. May your
Wait, and all the listeners.
and all the
Yeah.
listeners, yeah, and all the listeners listening right now and listening in the future.
Thank you.
May your spirits be bright.
Beautiful. Just as bright as Batman's signal. Well, you have to go, right? You
Yeah.
don't have time for the song, right?
No,
I hope you come down
But-
the chimney this year.
I
Yeah.
might be there.
All right. Hey, get going. I don't want to hold you up.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You guys stay here. We're going to do the Christmas Carol. No cuts. We're going to keep this running.
keep it running.
All right.
What's he get to leave?
He's got to go. He's got something to take care of.
He's got a lady
Like
friend.
in real life, he
No,
has
this
something to take care
No,
of.
I thought you had to go give presents.
Part of the show. I'm
No.
delivering
Oh, yeah,
presents.
sorry. Oh, yeah, Santa had to run. And he's got to give presents to all the kids. And maybe they'll give him a present, the flag. Like in that story we read. Hold on, sit down. All right.
Yeah, sit down.
We're going to do the Dark Knight is the name of this Christmas song. Matt, you grew up celebrating Christmas, right? So you know the tune. That might need a little help.
I know the melody.
Okay, we're going to do the best we can here.
This is improvised.
Improvised. Dark Knight, Batman, Robin, Gordon, protecting Gotham from evil tonight. Arkham Asylum is full of jokers. Batman, save us. Don't let those bad people ruin Christmas. Save Christmas for Gotham. We love Batman. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
ho.
Merry Christmas.
Hanukkah.
3 hoes.
Ho.
And make sure to subscribe to our podcast for more Christmas joy and more comics. we would really appreciate it.
For the love of God, please subscribe.
I really need this right now. I put on a Santa outfit. What do you want me to do?
You saw every last penny of yours.
Yeah, I've got nothing left. Oh, we forgot to turn the lights on. The Christmas lights.
We had them on most of the time.
You're
We
right,
turned them
you're
off for Hanukkah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Out of
All right.
respect for Sam the Maccabee.
All right, let's go see Spider-Man.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Is it Into the Spider-Verse?
Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider Pig.
Bonus question. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spell it. Go.
SPIDERMAN. The hyphen.
Hyphen. You got it. You got it.
I got it.
Spider-Man.
I backtracked.
I'm Spider-Man.
Mr. Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man. You bad guys, you better stop what you're doing right now. You better put that down. I'll wipe you up good.
You see?
Yeah. Thwip. The sound of Spider-Man's webs and a silencer, as we learned.
That actually made sense to me because the silencer's like,
Yeah.
you know.
What was your favorite part of the podcast, Matt?
Favorite part of the podcast? Actually, it was sitting here.
Yeah. So you like podcasting?
Yeah, this actually wasn't that bad.
Maybe some more appearances on Gil Reads Comics?
You let me know and I'll be here.
All right.
Yeah.
It's on recording. He has to do it now.
Can you just lend me some comics to read?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
we do
for
trivia
sure.
again, I can actually, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
You just keep sending him stuff you've drawn.
And the sleigh runs on ground up elves. If you want to go dark.
This is fun. How long was that segment? Do you know?